Alright guys, we are back for segment number 4 of my 2026 St. Patrick's Day special. We just played some Mario Kart 64 for the Nintendo 64, and that was a whole lot of fun. We played for the Mushroom Cup on 50cc, and we did get the win overall with a perfect 36 points, which was very exciting. So, for our next segment, we are going to be playing Mario Party for the Nintendo 64. So let's see how well we do on this game. Alright, one player. And I'm going to play as Yoshi for this one, since it is a St. Patrick's Day special. Alright, so for my computer players, let's take on Luigi, Peach, and of course Mr. Dough I missed. We're going to put the computer players on normal difficulty. And for the board that we're going to play on for this segment, let's do Luigi's Engine Room. We'll do 20 turns, and let's do this. Alright, let's see who's going first. And I'm going first! How about that? Alright, so I'm going first, Peach is going second, Luigi's going third, and Wario's going last. Alright, let's see where the first star of the game is. It's right over there. Alright, let's get this party started. And we start off with an 8. Okay. Let me check the map very quickly. Let's go to the left. Alright, 3 for Peach. Alright, on to Luigi. He gets a 3 as well. Alright, what does Wario get? He gets a 2 on that slow block. Alright, start off the 4-player minigame, and it's going to be Box Mountain Mayhem. Alright, let's do it. Alright, let's see how well we did. We got ourselves 5 coins. Not a whole lot right there. We could have done better. Alright, on to turn number 2. Oh, 4. And that's a little bit too much right there while trying to go for the star. All because I didn't have enough money for it, sadly. That was why I kind of wish we would have had more money collected in that first minigame, but it is what it is. Alright, but just for now, I'm going to go to the right. Sure, I am going to land on a red space right here, but it's still pretty early. So let's not get too worried about that. Alright, Peach is going to pay to switch the doors around. Now Luigi's gonna get a 1 and he lost some coins on the red space. And Wario gets a 5. Alright, this time it's a 2 versus 2 minigame, and it's basketball. Alright, so Luigi's my teammate on this one. It's pretty fitting that the two green characters are pairing up with each other right here for this kind of special. Ah, dang it! Peach and Wario got that one. That was just a little bit of a top one right there, but I did my best. Unfortunately, you have to give up 10 coins. It is what it is. Alright, 3. Alright, Peach is gonna get a 9. And looks like she's getting the first star of the game. Alright, where's the next star gonna be? It's right there. Alright, now it's time for Peach to see Bowser. But she only has 1 coin to lose right here. There's literally not a whole lot of money that she had, and as a result, she didn't have any to lose right there on that red space. Alright, a 10 for Wario. Alright, it's not going to switch the doors around. Alright, 1 versus 3. Coin block bash. So Peach is the one that has the hammer. Alright, let's see what happens. We'll gladly take a coin back right here. Oh, darn it, that hurt. Okay, that was kind of weird of how Luigi got hit the last second right as the minigame was over. I don't even know what happened there. Alright, so we ended up getting 6 coins out of that. Let's see what the next turn has to offer. Alright, 4. Okay, I am on the path to where the star is right here. So I gotta hope I get the rest of the coins that I need if I want to try to get it on the next turn. Alright, Luigi gets a 7. Alright, 9 for Wario. Oh, dang it! He's gonna get to that star first! Well, there's nothing much I could do right there in trying to get that one, but we shouldn't get too worried still. It's still early in the game right now. Anyways, our next star's right there. And Wario gets to see this boo over here. Why are you taking away from Peach, even though she only has 6 coins? I don't even know. And looks like Wario gets another turn since he got the good mushroom. He rolled a 2 out of that. Alright, 4-player mini game. And this time it's Mario Bandstand. And I'm the conductor on this one. Alright, so it happens. Wario ended up getting the money right there. I already timed all my movements perfectly right there, but I still didn't get it. That sucks. There we go. We do get a 10 right there. Wario is the one in first place right now, so I gotta take away some of his money. Only 4 coins. Oh well. Peach gets an 8. She's also gonna take away some of Wario's coins. And she only got 1 coin out of that. Nice try. But she is going to get a 10 coin bonus from Koopa. And she lost some coins on the red space. Luigi lost 4 coins from that minus block. Wario's getting a 2. He's also getting a 10 coin bonus. 1 versus 3. And it's Pipe Base. Alright, let's find out who gets the money here. It is Wario.
Finish.
I see that Tasha Gamer's on Mario Party Superstars. That's very cool. And by the way, speaking of Tasha Gamer, I actually got a word from her recently that she actually checked out the birthday special that I did for her this year, and she says she really loved it, so I want to thank her so much for watching that, so that's definitely very exciting. Alright, Luigi gets a Warp Block, and he switches places with Peach. Alright, 10 for Wario. And he's now switching the doors around. Alright, 4-player minigame. Mushroom Mix-Up. Alright, let's do this. Alright, we're starting with light blue as our first color. Alright, now we're on to pink. What's next? Black. Alright, on to red. And there goes Luigi. Alright, now we go to blue. Nice try, Wario. You failed. Alright, now it's just me and Peach left. Alright, we're back to red. And we got it! Alright, on to the next turn. And this time we get a 7. Okay, try to plan this out right here by looking at the map. have to go down right here. And I don't think I want to switch the doors around. Oh, Peach gets an 8 right there on that speed block. And she's taking away some of Wario's coins again. And this time she gets 10 of them. And she ended up losing some coins there on the red space. Alright, 2 for Luigi. Now let's see what Wario gets. 10. And he's not going to switch the doors around. It's time for a 1 versus 3 minigame, and it's going to be Coin Shower Flower. Alright, so I'm with Luigi and Wario on this one. Alright, see how it goes. Alright, time's up. How much coins did we get here? 5. Alright, let's keep going. Oh, 2, but that's not enough to go on the path for where I needed to go. Dang it. That is unfortunate. Alright, so looks like Peach is not going to switch the doors around. Alright, Luigi gets a 9. It looks like he's now getting on the board this star. So I'm the only one right now that does not have a star. Hopefully we can change that here at some point later on in the game. And now the next star is right there. Alright, that's a good spot for it, because I can have a chance to get to it on the next turn. Alright, 10 for Wario. Alright, stealing away some of Peach's coins. And he gets 10 of them. Alright, 4-player mini game. And it's going to be Buried Treasure. Alright, let's dig around here and find that treasure chest. Oh, I see it.
Finish.
Okay, we did barely get it. Very nice. Oh, it's a 2. It wasn't enough right here for what I needed to get to that star. I'm still going to go right here and hope that Peach gets a low number here. Nope. She's going to get a 10. And That's gonna make her go up to 2 stars. We're still having bad luck out here on the board, but I'm still hoping that we can change that. Alright, now the next star is gonna be right there. Alright, Peach is now switching the doors around. And she lost some coins on the red space. Alright, 8 for Luigi. And Wario's gonna get a 2. Alright, on to a 1 versus 3 minigame. And we're playing Bowl Over. Alright, I'm with Luigi and Wario on this minigame. Let's see what happens. Oh! Peach knocked all of us down right there. Unbelievable. So there goes 5 of our coins. I'm getting 8 this time. Alright, let's not switch the doors around yet. Alright, Peach gets an 8. And she's gonna steal away some coins from Wario. She gets 7 of them there. Alright, 3 for Luigi. Now he gets to see this boo. And he's gonna steal away some of Wario's coins. Alright, looks like he gets 8 of them there. And Luigi gets another turn since he was able to get a good mushroom. He rolls a 4 out of that. Alright, back to Wario. He gets a 5. And he gets another turn with that good mushroom that he got. And he's going to roll a 4 out of that. Alright, it's time for a 4-player minigame. Tipsy Tourney. Alright, here we go. Just one more panel away. Come on.
Finish.
Alright, we got it. That's how you do it. Alright, we're on the last 10 turns right now, and we're gonna get a 6. Alright, 2 for Peach. Luigi's gonna get a 9. Alright, let's go to Wario. He gets a 2. Alright, now we're doing a 4-player mini game. And it's Grab Bag. let's see what happens. Ah, jeez. Wario took away some of my coins there. Alright, there we go. I was able to get some money from one of my opponents. Alright, very nice. I've still got 30 seconds left. Oh, come on. You gotta be kidding me. Alright, time is up. And we're gonna get ourselves 16 coins. I didn't do too bad out there. Alright, warp block. And looks like I'm switching places with Luigi. That does bring me close to where the star is right now, so it's not a bad switch. Okay, I'm 9 for Luigi. Alright, now he's stealing away some of Peach's coins. Makes good sense as she is the one in first right now. And he was able to get 12 of them. Alright, 3 for Wario. Alright, 4-player minigame, and it's going to be Coin Block Blitz. Looks like we're gonna get 16 coins right there on that mini game. That was very nice. Alright, 7. But now we gotta see Bowser. But unfortunately, I'm forced to go to the wrong path right here, which causes me to go past the star. And Peach just landed on a Bowser space. Bowser Balloon Burst. Losers have to give up 20 coins. Alright, here we go. Got it!
Finish.
That's how I roll. Now all my opponents have to give up 20 coins. Alright, so 1 for Luigi. And what does Wario get? 4. Alright, on to a 1 versus 3 minigame. Oh, we're playing Pipe Maze again. Alright.
No!
Alright, who's getting the money this time? Oh, it's Wario again! Oh man!
Finish!
Alright, 7. Alright, thankfully I am seeing this Boo over here, and I have no choice but to steal away a star, all because I am not on the board yet, and I really want to change that. Alright, hand one over, Peach! So with this star steal that I just did, everybody now has 1 star, so it really is looking like a very intense game right now. Alright, 3 for Peach, and she's gonna get a hidden block as well. Oh, it's gonna be Boo! Oh boy. Alright, she is gonna take away some of Wario's coins. She got 11 of them. Alright, Luigi gets a 6 this time. Alright, over to Wario. 9. Alright, we're on to our 4-player mini game. Platform Peril. Take that coin bag. I got it!